Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So some of you went to a gathering, or you were invited somewhere, or you may be going somewhere. There's something about like a group of people or hanging out with someone, and I'm seeing there be a lot of like distress that is associated with this. We were looking at the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, which is like feeling really in your head about something. For some of you, maybe like having a hard time sleeping. This can be like jitters before you go and do something. And also Temperance too, which is about finding a way to assuage this feeling that you're having mentally that's going on, where you may be experiencing anxiety, or really feeling like a sense of doom even about something, or just feeling upset about something in general. It can be many different things. But it's to the point where you feel so focused on something that it becomes disruptive to you because there's like not a good feeling surrounding it. And it's about, again, like finding healthy coping strategies, finding ways to assuage, which means to kind of like lessen the pressure of that, to maybe take action and do something necessary. Interesting. So it seems like it's going to be a situation where there's a lot of learning available to you. Like this can be something that maybe helps you learn, helps you adapt, helps you understand something. We're looking at the Two of Pentacles. Maybe something that you're sorting out, something that you're figuring out. It looks like you're figuring out how to leave a situation, actually. How to move on. I'm seeing you kind of have your eyes open, like looking for a way to do this. It seems like you've been spending a lot of time gathering information. This is like collecting data about whatever specific like move this is that you're trying to make. Whatever you're trying to do here. For some of you, you could be going somewhere. Okay, let's see what else. You're at a point where it seems like you've made up your mind. It's just about like figuring out how to do this. I'm hearing dry your eyes, dry your tears. I'm looking at the Star and the Nine of Swords, which we were seeing before. So this is a move that you're making that you feel is in your best interest, that you feel is even going to be helping you heal from something that you're trying to move on from. This is kind of like coming to terms with a situation and knowing that like it's not for you anymore, or it's like more in alignment for you to move on from something, but it may be hard because there could be like things that you're leaving. In the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups can be like, we kind of built this up. It feels like something that was like half finished, but maybe you didn't completely finish, that you are kind of picking up and moving forward with. But there's like still some sadness coming through about that, of you being in a space where you're like, I know that it's right for me to move, but I'm still like feeling that heaviness associated with it, of like letting go, of grieving, all of those things. I am looking at a tower. Okay. This is giving this sense of feeling like something is really out of your hands and really out of your control, and being like, I don't know where things are going to go. I don't feel like I really have a say in this situation. I feel like things are kind of just happening and I have to ride it out at this point. It seems like there's a lot of shedding too. You're trying to figure out the best moves to make right now, especially in a like seemingly unpredictable situation. Like something could have really gone in a direction where you're like, I hope it doesn't go in that direction, and then it kind of ends up going in that direction. However, I'm seeing that this is definitely meant to benefit you, like to end this row of the spread with Jupiter. It means that like things will end in a beneficial way for you. So even if it's like so I'm seeing we start off in a space where it's more like in more ideal position for you, or you feeling like more connected. And then it's like in the middle, it's like the contents of the sandwich are really disruptive and volatile feeling, maybe like emotionally, mentally for you. And then like the top piece of the bread that goes on the sandwich, I'm seeing it be like a cushion for you in some way. And I'm seeing this definitely benefit you. So it's kind of like you get picked up and twirled around inside a tornado. And instead of you like crashing into something sharp, you end up landing on a marshmallow cloud. Okay. And so things end up being okay for you. But like in that space, when you are in the air, feeling like you're kind of being jostled around all over the place, you may feel really out of sorts. It feels very, very dramatic, whatever this is that's happening, where you feel like really intensely in it, like you are totally invested in the trip and what's happening. And then I'm seeing you come out on the other side in some place where you've been like even benefited by what has happened, but it may not have looked like that when you were in the middle of it. And now I'm seeing we come out onto the other side of this. And I'm seeing something that you're doing here where you're like, I need to be strategic. I need to be well thought out with what this is that I'm doing here. And I really want to take my time. So you're like really thinking about these moves that you're making, decisions that you're making. There may be something more like serious or like even business oriented that you're doing, or something that's connected with like your future or your family or what it is that you're building, your legacy, your home, things of that nature. Things that you're in charge of, and things that like you yourself have built that you're responsible for. I'm seeing you be like very stoic and still before you are going to take action. Like very, very carefully considering something here. I'm also seeing that when you make decisions, there's also like great impact, great effect that comes with the moves that you make, the decisions that you make. And so I'm seeing you do something, again, very carefully here. Because you want to be confident about it. Okay. That makes the most sense. Yes. I'm seeing you be in a space where you want to be thinking about what you're doing, really taking your time, making sure that you're adjusting and adapting. You want to feel confident about what you're doing, and you also want to feel level-headed. So there are like a lot of things in the mix, a lot of things that you're currently balancing, because I'm seeing you be in a spot where your desire is to move on from anything that is unnecessary right now, and for you to also like find peace where you may have been feeling like something was disrupted or even disruptive within your life. So you're like, if I'm doing anything or sticking around for anything unnecessary right now, I'm plotting my moves right now, focusing on what I am walking away from. But I'm seeing like, even though you know that there's something See, here's the thing. This is a situation where you're like, I wish that things could have worked out, and I wish that emotionally this would have been what I needed, and I wish that this would have been fulfilling for me. Like, ideally it would be, but it's not. And so I'm seeing you both like hold that truth and know that and still feel upset about it, which is totally okay. You're just having the experience that you're having. You are going to want to take this time to find ways to ease that pressure. So if you are putting yourself, you want to stay away from like high pressure situations right now, because I'm seeing you feel a bit, I don't want to say crisis because that seems like a very dramatic, but it's like you're feeling emotionally escalated right now, we can say. Okay. And there's like nothing wrong with that. There's no issue with that. It's just like you're going through something that feels intense psychologically and emotionally right now. And so you don't feel completely like cool, calm, and collected because you're in the process of dealing with this. And so like don't add anything unnecessary to your plate right now. And I would definitely like advise not to make any like drastic moves either, because it's like you're handling a lot. There's a lot of pressure on you right now. So it's about getting like back to your baseline. That is, I'm seeing a big focus be on let's get back to the baseline. So what do you need to do? How do you ground your energy? For some of you, I'm seeing like a lot of stuff focused around self-care that you're going to be using. I'm also seeing you be in a space too where you are learning about how to ground and how to transmute energy and how to get back to your center and to your baseline. Especially when things feel like they're kind of all over the place. So I'm seeing you be like quite methodical, really registering what needs to be done here, feeling like you're connected, feeling like you're in alignment, making like a very effective choice here that you feel like is best. You feel like this is a very wise decision that you're making to move on from this thing. Again, even though in your heart you could be feeling like, man, I really wish that this situation would have ended up differently. I wish that I could stay. I wish that this would be what I need it to be. Again, at the same time, I'm seeing you be like really honest with yourself and be like, but that's not the case here. And so I'm seeing you like dealing with this right now, kind of allowing it to settle in, allowing yourself to process all of this. And I'm seeing you learning a lot at this time too, especially about yourself and what it means for you to adjust and move through a difficult situation. I'm seeing that this could have also been like kind of disruptive to your like sense of self or even your confidence a bit. Maybe felt like I don't know, it like jostled around your self-esteem or like your sense of self, something along those lines. But it's something that you're working on. Like you may have felt like you were kind of like building yourself up in a way, and this kind of like knocked you back down. But I'm seeing that you're going to like continue working on this. What it seems like is that you may have kind of been building in a direction that you weren't meant to be building in, and so the tower comes through and is like, let's actually, it's like that was the wrong plot of land, let's move it over here and keep working. And I'm seeing that if you decide to do this, to keep working, I'm seeing that there's definitely going to be a lot of beneficial energy surrounding this process for you. And even something that feels reaffirming emotionally. Intuitively, I'm also hearing. For some of you, this is about a relationship with someone from the past and you trying to like make peace or move on peacefully from a situation. So I'm looking at Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Jupiter, and Mars. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. Whatever this is that you're going through emotionally, where you're feeling a lot of heaviness, just know that it is transient. It's not something that's going to be lasting. It is a moment of time. It is an emotion. And so it is also fleeting, even though it may not feel like that when you are completely like embraced by it. But know that it will also pass. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.